Everybody comes in, your grandmother, your father, your mother, your brother, your cousins. They come in so easily, so crazy, so crazy.
You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were, but now you got to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you.
No, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
He was not a loser. He was a patriot, and the people left behind there were heroes. Really? And I resent.
Are you talking
like
about Hunter? Are you talking about Hunter?
I'm talking about my son, Bo Biden. You're talking about.
I don't know Bo. I know Hunter.
Yeah,
Hunter got thrown out of the military. He was thrown out, dishonorably discharged.
That's not true. It wasn't dishonorably.
Cocaine use, and he didn't have a job until you became vice president. And once you,
they felt pretty comfortable after day 2.
I admit to always improving.
They had a very bad original concept. It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of cover-ups. Very simple. Bad deal, should have never been thought of. Somebody really messed up, and they had the worst cover-up ever. And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint when they thought about it. Because whoever thought of that idea, I think is in big trouble. No good, really bad for you. Not good. Believe me, not good. You're dying. That's true. And it is what it is.
They're not accountable to anyone. I get 10 to 12 million views a month, and they won't come out and address my progressive audience. They won't come out and address Bree's audience, or Katie's audience, or Justin Jackson, or you. They are not accountable to us. They're accountable to whoever the fuck, themselves. Let's not kid ourselves. As Chris Hedges taught us a long time ago, the people attracted to politics are the most mediocre of people. They're not your friends. They are elected servants, and start fucking treating them that way.
I hear Brownie is seconding you in the background.
They're not your fucking friends. They're the people standing in between us and fucking healthcare. They're putting their fucking personal position ahead of that. Don't fucking forget that.
Who are you talking about with that, Jimmy?
I'm talking about anybody who's a progressive in Congress who isn't endorsing hashtag the vote. All those motherfuckers who didn't show up today at our town hall. Every fucking one of them is selling you out and canceling you for their own personal gain.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
But I think the juxtaposition of that and the woman dancing in the shoe with the money flying at her, the juxtaposition of that versus some of the things that we've canceled recently, some of the things we have said are too dangerous to continue. Again, I'm not saying that shouldn't be allowed. She's got a wet pussy. What are you going to do about it? But the woman with the leaking pussy and the bucket, and the with the leak. The woman with the leaking pussy and the bucket and the mop and the whole thing, and the girl dancing in the shoe, that be allowed? She's got a wet pussy. What are you going to do about it? But the woman with the leaking pussy, with the leaking pussy, with the leaking pussy, and with the leaking pussy, the woman with the leaking pussy.
running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Can you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know.
But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people in law and order. We don't want anybody hurt. It's a very tough period of time. There's never been a time like this where such a thing happened. Did you use the word smart? So you said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. You didn't go to Delaware State. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word.
Oh, give me a break.
Because you know what? There's nothing smart about you, Joe.
In case you don't know, and you haven't seen the latest polls, the American people hold the President of the United States in contempt. They hold this institution in contempt. They hold the Republican Party in contempt. They hold the Democratic Party in contempt. They think that maybe, given all of the crises facing this country, it's about time that there was some bold leadership here and that this institution made some hard choices.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by the you know the thing. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by the you know the thing.
The world is actually a small piece of the universe, right? What was the first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter? They were chanting, pigs in a blanket, talking about police. Pigs talking about our police. Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon.
I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
Hello? Yo, turn this fucking shit off. Hello? Jesus. Is anyone home? Is anyone fucking home? God damn it. Motherfucker. Oh, there I am. Hello, folks. What's poppin'? Welcome to an episode of I've Got a Quest Bar Stuck in My Teeth. Whew. Hey, I got it. What's up, folks? Welcome to another episodic installation of Above It Motherfucking All, featuring Max the dog, who's licking himself. What's up, y'all? Wait. Alright, we're good. We're good. Let me drink some water. Alright. What's up, y'all? How's it going? Alright, we got Michael Silveroni here. We got Husky Pops. We got Joni Gazebo. We got Bob. We've got Mark Radler. We've got Choking on Ashes 6-1. We got Jenna Nikes. We got Guinea 2-0. We got Amber. We've got Don't Be Frightened, My Dear. We've got Bob Kermody. We've got Mac Strackbang. We got Gonzo Kaufman. We got Billiard Ass Motherfucking D. We got Freak Ass Motherfucking Glitcher. We got Meatless Monday ? More like Meatless 2020. That's what I'm saying. We got Joe's Campos. We got Nick Lass Nordlund. We got Juice Kiss. We've got Anastasia L. What's up? Woo! How's it going, folks? All right. Woo! So hopefully everyone's having a good day. I'm having a good day. I woke up and now I'm here. That's a great day as far as I'm concerned. So we got a news show. I guess. I mean, I couldn't do a news show. I mean, Jesus, that's like a wow. Am I really okay? So I got like, never mind. Max, I swear to fucking God, you're fucking drenching the goddamn blanket, motherfucker. This dog keeps licking his goddamn paw. Are you okay? I love him. Look at Pav. Oh my God. Can you believe this? I literally, like... Oh my God. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. I just... Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. I just... Really, I mean, that's amazing. Whoa. That's fucking incredible. Anyway, what's up, y'all? Hopefully everyone is having a good morning. I'm having a good morning. So I'm here. And, that's it. That's the morning. So I got a new show. I guess we could pound into some new shows. Someone sent me a Jimmy Dore video. I might go into that. I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling at the end of the fucking stream. So let's start off the show with talking about Joe Biden. Those of you might not know this, actually, but Joe Biden is actually the president of the United States, according to reports, and I've got an article here. Oh, don't worry about that. So I got an article here on NPR. Biden endorses reforming the Senate filibuster. Here's what that means. So this is NPR saying it, not me. Well, I am saying it, but NPR is also saying it, and I'm reading them say that. We have this old-fashioned television here with some newspaper. Anyway, many Democrats hope President Biden's endorsement of changing the Senate filibuster to one in which a senator actually has to talk for potentially hours on end could mean greasing the wheels for major progressive priorities. This is actually pretty good. This is very good. So this is like the kind of biggest roadblock in between Democrats and actually doing their fucking jobs, right? So there's like, the whole classic meme of like Republicans gain power and they do everything possible with their power, and then Democrats gain power and the Republicans do everything possible within their power. So basically this is the stopgap. This is the major kind of like what prevents Democrats from doing their fucking jobs for the most part. And so let's read into this a little bit more. Many Democrats hope President Biden's endorsement, blah, 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 yes, I already read that. You have to do it, Biden, a former longtime senator, said during an ABC interview. You have to do it. Like, is there like an audio clip here? Hold up. I didn't even know.
If we just took the tax rate back to what it was when Bush was president,
you have to do
top
it.
rate paid 39.8%, 6% in federal taxes. 6%. That would raise $230 billion.
No one gives a shit about these numbers, by the way.
Because I'm providing a tax credit for child care.
Tax credit. And then
for the poor, for the middle class.
6%.
Keeping people. And by the way, my proposal in the relief plan I put forward,
look how he's holding up.
It creates 7 million jobs, according to a whole range of people, including Moody's on Wall Street, number one, increases the GDP by over $1 trillion, actually raises income in America, and diminishes debt in America. I mean, what are these guys talking about?
By your own admission, just say you're not likely to get Republican votes for the tax increase. You're not likely to get Republican votes for H.R. 1, expanding voting rights, or the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. So aren't you going to have to choose? I know you've been reluctant to do away with the filibuster. Aren't you going to have to choose between preserving the filibuster and advancing your agenda?
Yes. But here's the choice. I don't think you have to eliminate the filibuster. You have to do it what it used to be when I first got to the Senate and back in the old days when you used to be around there. and that is that a filibuster, you had to stand up and command the floor. And you had to keep talking alone. You couldn't call for, no one could say, quorum call. Once you stopped talking, you lost that, and someone could move in and say, I moved the question of. So you got to work for the filibuster.
So you're for that reform. You're for bringing back the talking filibuster.
I am.
Here we
That's
go.
what it's supposed to be. Look, I think, don't hold me to the numbers, George, but I think
the numbers
between 1960 and 2000, there were like, I'm making this number up, I don't know. There were like, 50 filibusters. Now they're like 200 since then. Since that
just put a hold on it, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, so the idea, it almost is getting to the point where there's, democracy's having a hard time functioning. And so, look, I'm not saying this is going to be easy, George, but I do believe there's enough Republicans over time who are going to have, look,
they haven't had that epiphany you said you were going to see in the campaign.
No, well, I've only been here 6 weeks, pal. Okay, give me a break.
6 weeks, pal.
6 weeks.
Yo, I fucking...
It's going to be easy, George. But I do believe there's enough Republicans over time who are going to have... Look,
they haven't had that epiphany you said you were going to see in the campaign.
No, well, I've only been here 6 weeks, pal.
Fucking
give me a break. Been here 6 weeks. I think the epiphany is going to come between now and 2022. This is there's 78% of the people say they support this program. 52% of Republicans. Let's assume it's off by 15%. You're going to go home and campaign. Republican voters want that $1,500 because they're in trouble. Republican voters.
Anyway, so blah, blah, blah. Let's read the rest of this fucking article. I'm glad I played the audio clip. I've been here 6 weeks, pal. That's amazing. It was an about-face from his prior stance against changing the Senate procedure. What it used to be when I first got to the Senate back in the old days, blah, 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 where do you listen to that? It's a common misconception that senators are already required to do what Biden and many other Democrats want to see enacted. But despite the filibuster's origins, the depictions in movies like the 1939 film Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, senators do not have to stand and talk seemingly endlessly to delay an outcome. All it takes is, in today's U.S. Senate, is a few keystrokes from a staffer who sends an email registering a senator's objection and triggering 60-vote requirements to advance a bill to a final up or down vote without having to make a speech or any other effort. While many Democrats are advocates for a so-called talking filibuster, they do not appear ready to mix the 60-vote threshold to advance the legislation once a senator stops speaking. But the number of Republicans worry that this is the first step down that path, as Democrats continue to run into roadblocks on legislation they want passed. Blah, blah, blah. You already get the point. He's only been here 6 weeks, pal. Basically, the idea here is get rid of that filibuster. We can get shit like, I don't know, $15 minimum wage? What's Joe Manchin gonna say now? That's the idea. Is you put Joe Manchin at the fulcrum and not fucking, Ted Cruz or Josh Hawley, like those crazy motherfuckers. They're crazy. These motherfuckers are nuts. Like, they're out of control, man. Like, someone needs to put them on a leash and they need to fucking, like, go outside and pee-pee poo-poo or something. These motherfuckers are fucked up. I'm talking about the Republicans. But the Democrats, again... They love not doing their jobs. To them, being able to not do my job is the most amazing thing in the world. So they a lot of them, like Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema, are pretty afraid of the filibuster because if this does get reformed in the way it's being talked about, and Joe Manchin has said that he agrees with this as well, by the way, but if it does get reformed in the way that they're talking about, they're gonna have to actually do work. They're going to have to show up with their goddamn pens. Look at that. See, I got two of them here. See, I can pass one out to Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema. They're going to have to show up and do some fucking work for goddamn once in a fucking lifetime. But anyway, that's interesting. And he's only been here 6 weeks, pal. God, that's amazing. Thank you for the money, Sam. I appreciate that. Thanks for being you. That's me. In this context, I'm me. Wow, that's incredible. Hello, Banjo Deve. Hello, Dal Get Doyle Way. What's up? Hello, Home. Hello. Imagine they get rid of it and they're like, you didn't expect us to do anything with this, right? This is the thing. This is the thing. Yes, that's correct. Again, it makes it they have to like actually own their failures, more. I love this dog. I'm petting the goddamn dog. Oh. I fucking love this dog, man. Anyway, so I'm sorry if I'm a little slow today. I got really fucking high yesterday, and it's a little bit wacky. So it's 2 days, no coffee, no caffeine, 2 days, and feeling pretty good. I had one hell of a motherfucking headache yesterday. Let me just tell you, I had one hell of a motherfucking headache, and but I don't right now. So boom, I win. Look at that. That's incredible. I just win. And I'm going to win so much that I'm going to get tired of winning. So that's going to be interesting. Well, we're talking about Joe ass, motherfucking ass, son of a bitch in Biden. Let's get into this. So Joe ass, motherfucking ass, son of a bitch in Biden said that he says that Cuomo should resign if the investigation confirms sexual harassment allegations. So this is from yesterday. Joe Biden has changed his opinion from we should let the investigation play out to he should resign if the investigation plays out a certain way. So in other words, he hasn't changed his position, but it's going to be reported on as if he did change his position. Now, we all know that Joe Biden's got his own very interesting set of sexual harassment and assault allegations of his own that he has somehow been able to not have to deal with, like, just at all. But anyway, so we know that that's a thing. So, you have to understand this guy really doesn't want to call for Andrew Cuomo's resignation. But let's read. President Joe ass, motherfucking ass, son of a bitchin' ass Biden said in an interview aired Tuesday that the Democratic New York Gov, Andrew Cuomo, should resign if an investigation confirms the allegations of sexual assault against him. Asked by ABC News' George Stephanopoulos if Cuomo should step down and the investigation confirms the allegations, Biden replied, "Yes. I think he'll probably end up being prosecuted too," Biden said. Damn, whoa, he's gonna get prosecuted, bitch. The president added that a woman should be presumed telling the truth and should not be scapegoated and have become victimized by her coming forward. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that motherfucking interesting? Because again, Joe Biden's got a whole host of sexual assault allegations against him as well. So it's a little interesting. Takes a lot of courage to come forward, he said. So the presumption is that they should be taken seriously and it should be that they're investigated. And that's what's underway now. Well, really? I wonder if we can have an independent investigation into the President of the United States as well. The comments from Biden mark his most explicit repudiation of Cuomo since the multiple women made allegations of sexual harassment or unwanted advancements against the New York governor. They came in an interview with Stephanopoulos in which Biden encouraged migrants not to come to the U.S. as a crisis unfolds at the country's southwestern border. I don't understand this bullshit, like the crisis. This is just Republican talking points. There is no motherfucking crisis at the goddamn fucking border. Like, seriously. All we need to do is stop fucking holding fucking kids and human beings in fucking cages and let them have a fucking, like a big petri dish for fucking COVID. It's not that hard to just process people, document people, give them a fucking social security number, and let them be on their merry way. It's not that fucking difficult. So the crisis is completely manufactured and it's playing into Republican talking points. There is no fucking crisis. I'm sorry, y'all are fucking crazy. Anyway, I don't care about reading the rest of this, but it's good news. Cuomo's got to go, and Joe Biden's got to go, for that matter. I mean, I would take Kamala Harris over Joe Biden. Just saying. I don't know who the number 2 is in New York, but I'm sure they're a hell of a lot better than Cuomo. So I'll take that. Fuck Joe Biden. All my homies hate Joe Biden, but my homies hate Andrew Cuomo worse. So, I mean, what are you gonna do? Yeah, I got this fucking headphone cord. Whoa. How's everyone doing? Bob, have you played Mega Man 2 for the NES? Yeah, Bob. Answer the fucking question. Ginny, have you tasted Chinese food? Bye-bye, everyone, and Andrea, my sweetie. Fucking Bob and Ginny didn't respond in time, and now Sonic is gone? Can you believe that shit? This motherfucker? I'm sorry if I sound a little bizarre. Again, I had a very interesting 24 hours, so bear with me here. What is Cymbalta? Because I love panic attacks, hot flashes, and hallucinations. Not seizures, but I do love the rest of those. They're playing an interesting game. Like, they're trying to nod to the working class conservatives here and there. Like, Gen P's America First vaccine. I think it's a little fantastical, but what are you going to do? You know, my eyeballs are fucking itchy. All right, folks. My pie is here. It's delicious. Awesome. Oh, crap. Yes. Lol. Bye, Sonic. God damn it, Bob. God fucking damn it, Bob. You piece of fucking shit. Fuck me. Whew. I'm totally not going to throw up, I promise. So we got some news here, folks. Some new ass motherfucking news. We're oozing in news, bro. We're oozing and newsing, and we're oozing again. And we got the news, and it's on, and we're about to read it. You ready for this? This is incredible. So right now, I want everyone to understand exactly what's happening right now. So right now, there is a live stream going on, right? There's 37 people in the live stream. Right, and only 21 motherfuckers have liked the goddamn stream. Can you believe it? Only 21 motherfuckers have liked this goddamn fucking stream. That's a little, you know. But either way, there is a live stream going on. You are watching this live stream, and so I'm doing the live. I'm the one. I'm sitting here. Like, look at this. Like, I'm just sitting here and I'm fucking talking on a camera, and you're about to listen to me talk on a camera and deliver the news. And well, you are in fact listening to me right now, but we're about to transition, of which I'm an expert at, going from, rambling to the news, and you're ready for that, and that's going to happen. And then I'm going to, this is serious. This is a problem, folks. This is a serious issue. Y'all got to know what's happening right here. You're awake, right? This is what's happening. You're watching a screen? Are you, like, how many people watch the fucking show on their phones? Like, this is you. It's just like, oh, I'm on my phone. Look at me. Look, I'm a Zoomer. Wow, look, I watch things on my cell phone. Like, imagine watching a fucking goddamn podcast and live stream on your cell phone. Like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is your problem? Anyway, so we got some news here, folks. We got some news. This is, we got some news, and, so a man was arrested outside of Vice President Kamala Harris's official residence and had a rifle and ammunition in his car. What the fuck? Alright, let's read. The, Washington, D.C. police arrested a Texas man, not a Maryland man, not a Virginia man, a Texas motherfucking man, outside Vice President Kamala Harris's official residence, the U.S. Naval Observatory, in the nation's capital on Wednesday, and he's now facing weapons and ammunition charges. A spokesperson for the Washington Metropolitan Police said officers responded at approximately 12:12 p.m. to the 3400 block of Massachusetts Avenue Northwest in reference to a suspicious person based on intelligence bulletin that originated from Texas, who was detained by U.S. Secret Service. Law enforcement contacted the man after a region-wide intelligence bulletin had been issued for the suspect. D.C. police officers arrested and charged 31-year-old Paul Murray of San Antonio, and that a rifle and ammunition were recovered from his vehicle. Yeah, these Trumpers, again, they're not going away. These people are crazy, and they're going to continue being crazy. And if you don't think Kamala Harris is a target of their crazy bullshit, I mean, She's probably more of a target than Biden is, to be honest with you. A police report obtained by CNN shows officers allege Murray was in possession of an AR-15 semi-automatic rifle, 113 rounds of unregistered ammunition, and 5 30-round magazines. According to police, he's been charged with several counts carrying a dangerous weapon, carrying a rifle or shotgun outside of a business, possession of unregistered ammunitions, and possession of large capacity ammunition feeding device. Interesting. The U.S. Secret Service told CNN in a statement that a uniformed division officers detained the man before Metropolitan Police arrived at the scene. A Secret Service official says none of the agency's protectees were at the residence at the time of the incident. So, who knows, folks? Who knows? This is really, really bad stuff. And again, this motherfucker's not from Virginia. He's not, like, from outside the Beltway just coming in for a fucking, like, stroll through the park. This motherfucker traveled from Texas, and that means he wants to do something. A motherfucker doesn't travel from Texas to right outside the vice president's house with a gun and doesn't want to do anything. Oh, I'm just sightseeing. I just brought my gun and I'm just sightseeing. Oh, I just wanted to see what the house is looking like. Oh, I'm a patriot. I love my country. No, they're not doing that bullshit. These motherfuckers are crazy. So that's a little spooky. I didn't see that, get too much attention, so I wanted to point that out. But, what are you going to do? I don't know. I'm just reporting the news here. Goddamn. But Kamala Harris wants to force feminize the U.S. male population with the COVID vaccine. Honestly, I'm down with that. I'm totally in support of that idea. I'm going to go back in time and tell myself to vote for Kamala Harris in the primary. Woo! Wow, I am motherfucking tired. Wow. Well, I guess I'm not tired. I'm just low energy. Look at my eyeballs, man. It's incredible. Like the fucking stream, y'all. God damn it. You think I'm joking. So anyway, I got my stimulus yesterday. And like a God-fearing American, I put my entire stimulus check into cryptocurrency. So I'm going to check up on that and see if I've lost it all yet. Reminder, folks, if you got your stimulus and you want to stimulate me, feel free to do so and give me your money. I would appreciate that, actually. Because it would be really cool. It would be really, really cool if someone were to stimulate me by giving me money and other adjacent things that would result in stimulation. But, yeah, so definitely go ahead and do that. You should treat yourself to a nap. I'm not gonna nap. I just woke up from a nap. I'm not gonna fucking nap. You think I'm gonna nap? What, are you trying to get rid of me? What, are you trying to get fucking rid of me? What? What? What did you put it into? My investments are private, I'm a private investor, I put it into Stellar. Rocket ships go boom. I bought a minivan with mine. I love minivans. I already stimulated my portfolios. Stimulate my portfolio by giving me money on PayPal, Patreon, or Cash App. Anyone else have a bad day? Because bad day is a reason to murder people now. Satan bless America. I'm going to get into that very shortly. It's some ludicrous ass motherfucking ass, let me just tell you. Alrighty, okay. I'm using my stimulus to jumpstart publishing a new comic. Cool. Hello, users. Going to lie down and listen to the show. Love, love, love to everyone. Heart emoji, 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 heart emoji. Thank you. Glucose check. I don't know what I did. Yo, Bodan, I'm sorry I've been stringing y'all along on the Doom streams. I've just been, like, doing a lot of drugs recently. I don't know. Am I allowed to say that when people look at me funny? Yeah, I was doing a lot of drugs yesterday, and the day before, and the day before. So I haven't really felt like streaming, but been doing a lot of drugs, folks, which I do not recommend anyone else do. I am not a drug advocate. I am just a user talking about my life and my experience. I'm a blogger. I'm a comedian. I do not recommend anyone do anything at home that is illegal or anything otherwise. Definitely not doing illegal drugs. Nope. Nada. Not happening. It's called the Danielle Powerter Defense. Okay? Yo, Smia. What's up? When have never done drugs? That's a great question. You don't mean to brag, but you like to boast. That's exactly correct. My nose turned red. Interesting. Interesting. I waited for the stream. I'm so sorry, Rielon. I'm so sorry. Weed is very good for you, but I was not just doing weed. I was doing a couple things. But weed is very good for you. I would say if I were doing a stand-up show, folks, weed is good for you. It is very healthy. Ha ha ha. Woo! I'll be here all week, folks. Just joking, I'm just joking. It's not even remotely serious. Not even remotely. So, it's so sad that many of these very worried people are invested in these things like the radical left, conspiracy theories. There are real, genuine things happening that they could be working on. Oh, for sure? For sure? But anyway, I love drugs. I love doing multiple drugs. I love everything about them. Anyway, so with that being said, let's get into some news. Alright, so this is a video. This is a video of the sheriff of... I think it's like whoever, like the local sheriff. I don't know if they're the Atlanta sheriff or what, but this motherfucker... this is someone. This guy decided to murder 8 people. And wound, I think, 30 others yesterday. I didn't cover the story because I didn't want to ruin my fucking mood. And so the police, obviously what the police do, when anyone commits a crime, the police go up there and say, well, you don't know. Who knows? Yeah, sure, we arrested that guy because we think he committed the crime, but who knows? We don't know. And if we do know, he was having a bad day. You know, he was horny, you know. I mean, come on. We've all been so horny we go and fucking kill 8 people. Come on. So let's watch.
Yes, with investigators, they interviewed him this morning, and they got that impression that, yes, he understood the gravity of it, and he was pretty much fed up and kind of at the end of his rope, and yesterday was a really bad day for him, and this is what he did.
Remorseful?
I'm not going to go to. I don't know if he was remorseful or not.
He's a pretty young guy with you.
Yesterday was a really bad day. I mean, like when I have a really bad day, right? Like what I don't do, right? What I don't do, is fucking murder 8 people. But here's another clip.
Interview. Currently in our facility at the Cherokee County Adult Detention Center. We were able to interview him with the Atlanta Police Department and FBI. He made indicators that he has some issues, potentially sexual addiction, and may have frequented some of these places in the past. But as the chief indicated, it's still early on. We still have a lot of things to process, and so he should be at an arraignment tomorrow at some time early.
Guy's got sexual addiction, folks. Sexual fucking addiction. Like, I don't mean to make a joke out of this, but, like, Jesus Christ, like, it has been a long and difficult fucking pandemic. You're telling me that the whole fucking country isn't fucking missing some good stuff, right? Like, this motherfucker is such a selfish little bird brain fuck, right? And then the cops are gonna go up there and say, no, he wasn't racist. No, man, it was just sexual addiction. He was addicted, man. He had a really bad day, and he just wanted to. He was addicted, man. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And because it was motivated by sexual desires means it can't be motivated by racism as well? That's a binary, I guess? Like, what is the fucking... Like, these are the cops saying this shit. This isn't, like, fucking some random fucking dude bro, like, fucking posting on Trump2024.com, right? This is, like, these are the fucking cops. These are the law enforcement motherfucking officials. And these guys are like, well, I mean, he's had a really bad day, and, you know, he's just really horny, and, you know, I had nothing to do with racism or anything. It wasn't, you know, he was just really horny, he was having a bad day, and so he decided to kill people. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I'm sorry, I can't even play the rest of this. It's just just disgusting. It's just so fucking disgusting. These people are freaks. They're like, again, all cops are bastards, right? When a cop fucking arrests someone for weed, smoking a blunt, do they go on national television and go like, well, you know, he was having a really stressed day at work and he just really wanted to light up a drug and then smoke that drug, and then he's just having a bad day at work, and, you know, he's not really that much of a criminal. We don't know if he's a criminal. He's just having a bad day. No, motherfucker, they call that guy was like drugs with intent to sell. Like, imagine, like, oh, I've got one, like, blunt in my pocket. Intent to sell. Like, this, you have to understand the fucking double-sided nature of the way that they treat different people in law enforcement. This guy is a white dude. He was horny, man. He was just having a bad day. Anyone else? They're a criminal. They're a thug. They're a rioter and a looter. Right? It's fucking disgusting. Fuck all the cops. All cops are bastards. All my homies hate cops. If you like cops, get the fuck out of my live stream. And I don't want to see you leaving any comments on this fucking video because you're a fucking freak of nature. And you should go call your mom with that fucking bullshit you've got, because she's the only one who'll fucking listen. At least, maybe. I don't know what your relationship with your mom is. But either way, there's a dog right behind me. I'm going to pet that dog. Oh my god. I love him. I love him. I saw Glenn Greenwald was doing that. I'm just... Jesus Christ. When I'm horny, I turn on an episode of Above It All. Especially yesterday's episode where the host brushed her hair live on stream. Good stuff, folks. Yo, this fucking goddamn dog, he's so soft, man. I fucking, look at this dog. Look at this dog. You see that? Axie! This motherfucker. This motherfucker. Cody is all good, don't worry. I worked with a guy that wanted to be a cop and then became one. His childhood friend said he wanted to beat up black people, and I believe it. Oh, Jesus Christ. How's everyone doing today? Can I get a vibe check? Let me tap into the pulse, folks. Vibe check. What do we got? Yo, Patty, what did you miss? You missed Biden in the filibuster. You missed Kamala Harris almost getting killed by someone with a rifle in their car. You missed this motherfucking freak show in Atlanta. You missed me talking about my life. You missed me petting the goddamn dog. You might as well have not even gotten into the fucking show to begin with. You missed the whole goddamn... I'm just joking. I'm just... Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord. I'm sorry. Anyway, what else do we got here? I've only got 27 motherfucking likes, dude. What the hell? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god, Max. You missed the French radioactive cesium being kicked up in the Sahara? Damn, that sounds awesome. I liked immediately. Hell yeah. Uber sarcasm. I love sarcasm. Yo, I could go for some pickles right now. I had a salad yesterday. That I wish I would have held on to until I was like extremely high. But I had a salad yesterday and used up the rest of my pickles. And then when I got fucking high, right, I know, I'm sorry. I'm a fucking child. But I was like, yo, I want to eat pickles. And then I realized I had none left, and it was a little bit of a disaster for me. And I wish I had some fucking pickles. But what are you going to do? 20 viewers are holding out. Motherfucker. What are you holding out for? What do you want? What do I need to do for you to like the goddamn stream? What needs to be fucking done? Seriously? What are your thoughts on baby gherkin? Pretty good. What salad has pickles? My salads have pickles. Why would you not put pickles in your salad? I use pickle juice and olive oil for my salad dressing. Pickle juice and olive oil. That's how I do it. Well, I do a show high. I do shows high all the time. I did one a couple days ago. Make fun of Jimmy Dore. I've actually got a Jimmy Dore video lined up, but man, if I'm only going to get 30 likes, should I really do a Jimmy Dore video react? If I'm only going to get 30 likes, like, is it even worth it? Jeez. You know what I'm saying? Gonna try that? You should. Hit it up. Me, I'm very unprofessional. So of course I'll fucking do drugs while I stream. I do drugs while I stream most of the fucking time. Like, I consider caffeine a drug. So, but today I'm sober. This is me. This is pure. I'm pure. Look at me. Look at this. That's me. That's what I do. How's the new BB and the mama? They're okay. Motherfucker keeps crying. Am I doing a filibuster on the listeners holding us hostage? I might. Any news on Medicare for All? Yeah, we got it. It passed the House, and then Biden signed it, and then we blew up the Senate in Minecraft. And now we have Medicare for All, so it's awesome. Only 32 likes. Can you believe that shit? Y'all are some good for nothings, let me just tell you. I disliked because drugs are bad. Drugs are good, man. Anyway, I love drugs. Anyway, so what else do I have in the news docket? Anything else? Let's talk about this. All right, folks. So imagine, right? You believe in a conspiracy theory so hard that you decide to go travel to Washington, D.C., the nation's capital, and try to overturn the results of an election by storming the Capitol and beating the shit out of police officers. And now imagine you're a father. And then imagine your daughter rats you out and makes fun of you in front of the entire world. So this is what we're reading here. Wow, the S&P 500 is down like, who gives a shit? Why the fuck? Who gives a fuck? Anyway, a Capitol protester is expected to stay in jail after his kids gave officials information about him. Guy Refit threatened his children after participating in the January 6th siege. His arrest has torn the family apart, the report said. See more stories on Insider's business page. Let's read, folks. Let's read. An alleged 3%er who is accused of breaching the Capitol is expected to remain in jail awaiting his trial after his family members gave officials information leading to his arrest. Imagine being such a terrible fucking father and such a terrible fucking husband. Now, what is the conservative ideology based on? Again, remind me. It's based on the fucking traditional values. It's based on the nuclear fucking family. It's based on being fucking, like, God-fearing Americans. It's based upon being fucking participants in society. So you're telling me this guy's a conservative. He believes in family values, traditional marriage. He believes in all this stupid garbage. And yet, this guy's entire family rats him out in a fucking heartbeat because he's such an abusive hellhole of a person to be around. Again, I need to remind you folks, these people that self-identify as conservatives, they aren't conserving anything. All they're doing is trying to gaslight you and make it seem okay that they're a fucking racist, scumbag, abusive piece of shit. They're trying to make it seem like, oh, no, it's just my political beliefs, man. I'm just a conservative, bro. It's just we have difference of opinion, man. No, we don't, motherfucker. The difference of opinion is I think that all human life is sacred. You think you can control motherfuckers, and you think it's okay to beat the shit out of your wife and children. Now I'm just making, like, why else would a wife and child, ride out their fucking father figure? Why would they? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because they probably weren't the best person to be around. That's my... Guy Reffitt, a Texas husband and father, drove to Washington, D.C. to attend the January 6th pro-Trump rally. Armed with an AR-15 rifle and pistol, threatened his family members, boasted about his participation, and bragged to the fellow militia members that the siege was just the beginning, court documents said. Days after returning from his trip to the nation's capital, Reffitt told his children he knew the FBI was watching him. On January 11th, he told his 18-year-old son and 16-year-old daughter that he had to erase everything, referring to video evidence of his attendance, legal records said. Reffitt told his son, Jackson, that if he crossed the line and reported his father to the police, Reffitt would have no option but to do what he had to do. Imagine your dad walks home with a gun. It was like... and then you're like, what's up, Dad? How you doing? And he's like, if you rat me out, I'm going to do what needs to be done. like, what the fuck is this guy? Like, Jesus Christ. Jackson told investigators. While Jackson asked his father if he was threatening him, Reffitt responded by saying, "Don't put words in my mouth," the affidavit said. Court documents said Reffitt threatened his daughter. The girl was using her cell phone to talk with her friends when Reffitt told her that if she recorded him or put anything about him on social media, she would have crossed the line, betrayed the family, and he would put a bullet through her phone. What the fuck? Like, again, hey, the best way to have a nuclear family and a traditional marriage based on conservative values and principles, I don't know, is not to threaten to kill your children? Maybe? Like, hey, you're the one who believes in the nuclear family, not me. You're the one who believes in traditional marriage, not me. Is it in traditional marriage you threaten to kill your kids every day? Is that like, oh, Dad, Dad's threatening to kill me again, just another day. Like, what? Like, what the fuck? That same day, the two children who disapproved of their father's pro-Trump politics told their mother, Nicole, that Reffitt had threatened them. When confronted by his wife, Reffitt doubled down on his warning, saying that if his children turned him in, they would be traitors, and that traitors get shot, court documents said. Jesus fucking Christ. These people are fucking crazy. If you've got a Trumper in your family, this is probably what they're like behind the scenes. Seriously, these motherfuckers are crazy. They're fucking nutso, motherfucker. Imagine fucking this guy. Like, what the hell? Like, there's a certain level of, like, how do, like, imagine you fuck this guy for 20 years. Like, I literally, okay. Reffitt's wife and son told FBI officials about this and more when agents arrived at their Wiley, Texas home on January 16th to execute a search warrant and eventually arrest Reffitt, legal records said. Jackson has since left the family's home and is now living in an undisclosed location, court documents said. The son previously told CNN he had tipped off about the FBI about his father. But despite detailing Reffitt's post-siege behavior to investigators, family members have continued to support the patriarch in court and in the media. These motherfuckers have guns to their heads. Like, again, this guy was a part of the 3%ers. These guys have guns to their heads. Like, seriously. Like, there's no way a human being says, like, oh yeah, he threatened to kill me and my kids, but he's such a loving father. No, they have guns to their fucking heads. Absolutely. Nicole told CNN that Refit is a loving husband and a devoted father, loyal friend, and passionate patriot. What? Like, what? He's such a passionate patriot and loyal father that he threatened to kill me and my children. That's what loyal fathers do. They point guns at us and say, we're going to kill you. Like, hey, just say it. She insisted his statements were taken out of context. Meanwhile, the couple's minor daughter and her boyfriend testified on behalf of Refit in court Monday. Though she told the judge she thought Refit had tried to intimidate her and her brother, she said she did not believe he would be dangerous if released. CNN reported Refit's lawyer also downplayed his client's threats while arguing for his pre-trial release. U.S. Magistrate Judge Zia Furikui rejected Refit's release request because the prosecutor's claims that Refit had donned body armor, a helmet, and a firearm, and plastic flex cuffs at the Capitol grounds. Furikui and Refit had used encrypted communications, said Refit had used encrypted communications with fellow 3%ers before and after the attack and had planned for violence. Insider reached out to Refit's defense attorney for comment. The 3%ers, a far-right anti-government group for which Refit said he conducted vetting and intelligence, formed in 2008, the Anti-Defamation League said. Its name originates from the myth that only 3% of colonists took up arms during the Revolutionary War. Members view themselves as modern-day versions of those revolutionaries, fighting against a tyrannical U.S. government rather than the British. Imagine, you are such a revolutionary. You're fighting against the fucking modern day British, but you consider yourself a patriot? What? That sounds like a cuck to me, brother. But whatever. Anyway, this guy's embarrassing, and his family is in danger. And anyone who reads this and thinks the family's not in danger, I'm sorry, but you're a fucking freak. I hope that these kids and the wife get witness protection. I hope that they're okay, and I hope that this guy goes to jail for the rest of his life. Hey, just saying. Woo! How's everyone doing today? Can I get a vibe check? Vibe check, pulse, check the pulse. 39 likes, that's not a vibe for me. No vibes to be found. Only 39 motherfucking likes. I'm addicted to likes, folks. When I said I was doing drugs yesterday, what I meant was I was fucking sniffing these likes. Give me money, by the way. This is how professional I am, by the way. I'm just like, I'm so professional. But a glucose check. I don't know. I'm going to try to stream some video games later today. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to give it a shot. And it's going to be fun. So I guess we can end this show with watching a Jimmy Dore video. Because people like when I do that, I guess. And I am but a victim to the free market. So I'm going to go ahead and watch this. But a couple days ago, I made a video about there was some very psychotic behavior on Twitter in regards to a video that AOC made. AOC made a video basically saying that now is the time to organize, now is the time to mobilize, now is the time to protest the government, now is the time to call your representatives, now is the time to join DSA, now is the time to join organizations and demand that the government cancel student loan debt. So now, as we know, AOC is not the President of the United States. I wish she were. That would be cool. But she's not the President of the United States. She is not the Speaker of the House. She is not the chair of any sort of high-profile committee. She is one out of 535 members of Congress. So, with that being said, she has a limited amount of power. So she is going to use her platform as the most popular congressperson, right, with 10 million followers plus more than 10 million followers, to tell her followers to get involved, get active, and get organized. Jimmy Dore got triggered. Folks, Jimmy Dore and his spawns on Twitter got extremely triggered. I made this video a couple days ago. and talking about that a little bit more in detail. About basically, all these people that are like, direct action's the only way. We can only do this by direct action. Now, as soon as AOC says direct action, all of a sudden, direct action is bad. All of a sudden, these people think organizing is bad. They think that watching a podcast is organizing. They think if you watch the Jimmy Dore show, then you're politically active. That's what they think. They genuinely think that they are doing hardcore work by watching the Jimmy Dore show. Like, yep, I woke up in the morning. It's 9 o'clock. Time to watch my Jimmy Dore show and I'm an active political contributor. I'm so active and organizer. I watch the Jimmy Dore show at least 4 hours a day. That's what these people believe. So with this, look, this guy made a video. Let's watch it.
The COVID relief bill finally passed, and there's been a full-out assault of propaganda to make you think it's the best thing since sliced bread, and it's not. So this is, I just want to start this off. This is the binary here. Either the COVID relief package is the best thing since sliced bread, which, by the way, sliced bread is pretty fucking good. I had some sliced bread this morning. In fact, I'm probably going to have some more later today. But it's not the best. It's the best thing since sliced bread, or it's bad. It's terrible. It's no good, right? We can't cherish the fact that there's a child tax credit that's going to be paid out every month. You know, I have a new baby in my house, right? And so that's going to be awesome for my household to get an extra couple of bucks to help out with the baby, right? That's going to be great. But that's bad in Jimmy Dore's mind, so let's watch. Haven't had any progressive legislation in the United States since, I'm going to go back to the Medicare and the Civil Rights Act in the 60s. Right, Ron? That sounds good, right?
That sounds about right, yeah.
So that was just
So we got the hype man in the background. Just like, yeah, that's like, I have this clip here. I want to play this clip of Donald Trump with soup for my family. This guy, just listen in the background.
And then they have cans of soup.
Listen in the background. There's like a guy in this clip that will say, yes, sir. Just listen to it.
Soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick. It's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? Yes, sir. And then when they get caught, they...
You hear that? The guy just say, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And then when they get caught... Yes, sir. And then...
Yes, sir. And that's this guy's role. This guy is the yes, sir guy. This is the yes man. Ron Placone, he's there. So when Jimmy Dore is like, you know, like, hey, Jimmy Dore, I'm this, then that. And then, hey, Ron, you agree with me? And then Ron's like, what? Oh, yeah, sure, whatever, buddy. And then he goes back to, like, fucking watching porn on the second monitor. I don't know, whatever. But, like, you have to understand, this is what this guy's role is. He's the yes, sir guy.
I was born in 1965.
Yeah.
So that was just, what were you born, Ron, 1977?
84.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, how am I supposed to feel? You guessed older.
I know. I just didn't want to be that much older than you. Jesus. The year after I got out of frickin' high school, he was born.
He could be your son.
He could be my son. Oh my God. Ron, are you my son? All right. So here is the COVID relief thing, and so now everybody is doing full speed propaganda to convince the plebes who just got abandoned by their government that their government is the greatest thing ever. Here's AOC. Now I'm gonna. This is hard to watch. Maybe it won't be for you, but for me it was. This
is gonna be hard to watch, folks. This is gonna be very difficult to watch. A woman maybe, speaking to me? No, I couldn't possibly watch it.
Everything in me it pushed. Every button I have inside me. But here we go. Here she is gaslighting you about how great, and I just want, does she do this one? She has a lot of theatrical movements like this. She starts off like this. It's more of a performance piece. More of a performance. Did you notice that, Ron, when you watch this video, all the kind of different hands? We'll watch. Here we go.
Wait, whoa, is this guy a body language expert? Whoa, buddy, like, oh, Jimmy Dore, why is your hand right there? Oh. Are you gaslighting me, Jimmy? Your hand is not in a natural position. Oh.
You know, if you want me to talk about the politics of it, I'm happy to talk about the politics of it.
Look, you see that? Body language expert here. Check this out. Slow motion. Enhance. Look at this. Look at this. Hold up. Look at it. Look. Wait for it. Wait for it. Hold on.
If you
look at his disgusting face, buddy. Look at it. Wait for it. Oh! Body language expert Jimmy Dore just made a hand gesture live on stream. Oh my God. Are you guys seeing this? Holy shit, he just fucking moved his hands live on stream. He's gaslighting us, folks.
I'm happy to talk about the politics
Holy
of it.
fuck.
Of course, it takes a fight. You know.
What the? I mean, come on.
What?
After just
She
not
didn't even
fighting.
say anything.
After not fighting ever.
What?
Ron, can you think of one thing that the squad has ever fought for?
Geez. I
Okay.
mean,
Okay. No, that's a no. All right,
yeah.
back to the video. Here we
Look,
go.
and that,
believe
the useful, the hype man in the background. Hey, Ron, can you back me up? Oh, that's good enough, Ron. I'll see you later.
That the squad has ever fought for?
Hey, everyone, I'm Ron. I don't know.
Okay, no, that's a no. All right, back to the video. Here we go.
We believe that.
Do I get paid for that?
This is not just about Democrats versus Republicans and just doing this ping pong back and forth, but
It's not just about Democrats versus Republicans, Ron. It's really about the elites versus the working class. And bad news, nobody's on your team.
Yeah.
I mean, meaning our team, the regular people's team.
Yeah, our team.
Right, our team.
We
Yeah, the
believe that-
regular people that sit in $2 million mansions and shit on organizing, shit on socialist organizations. The real team, yeah, we're the team that works with far right-wing Nazi-adjacent militias, and we attack socialist organizers. We attack DSA. That's the team of the working class, folks. Yo, whenever I make a Jimmy Dore video, I swear to God, I get these dumb motherfuckers, right? These are Dumbo bitch boy motherfuckers in the chat, in the comment section. They go like, Jimmy Dore is a hero for the working class. Jimmy Dore speaks for us. You're just working for health insurance companies. Like, bitch, one of the last videos I made about Jimmy Dore, right? I made this like fucking 30-second joke at the beginning of the video that I worked for health insurance companies, and I shit you not, I got like fucking 10 people that believed that. They thought that I was serious. They thought that this stupid bitch who can't even clean her fucking room works for fucking every health insurance company in the sun. They literally think that because these people are dumb. Jimmy Dore teaches his fans to be stupid, and he programs them with stupid fucking talking points. Oh, look. Oh, AOC moved her hands. Oh, she's so bad.
that the Democratic Party needs to be better too. And
Okay, so that takes care of it then. They have to be better, but we're not going to fight or do anything to make them better, and I'm certainly not going to cross anybody. But I will tell you that they're doing a great job.
package like this, it can be really frustrating because you're negotiating within your own party. So, you know, there were things that we pushed for that we wanted.
How did you push for them? How did you push for them? You mean you mentioned them at a meeting? Did you have a strategy with the other progressives?
So this is the thing about Jimmy Dore. Jimmy Dore constructs a reality similar to how Donald Trump constructs realities, where AOC didn't hashtag force the vote when Jimmy wanted her to. Therefore, she's a failure. Therefore, everything that she does is a failure because she didn't hashtag force the vote. Whatever that means, right? And then Jimmy Dore, when he gets actual constructive criticism, he bakes that into the conspiracy cake. So then he tells all of his fans, right, oh, did you form a committee? Oh, well, yeah, but that's bad because it's procedural. Oh, did you talk to the members of Congress? That's bad too. Did you organize with DSA and unions? That's also bad. Well, what did you do that had power? You didn't force the vote 3 months ago. Therefore, you're a failure. That's what he does. He genuinely tells his fucking shit-fuck for brains fanboys that if you didn't force the vote, you're a failure. Why didn't she force the vote? Well, did she out there doing all the real work of like calling and, you know, legislators? Is she working with organizations? Is she promoting and funding organizations? That's all bad. What you really have to do is force a vote. Whenever you force the vote, it's like a cheat code. It's like IDDQD in Doom. You force the vote and you win. Exactly, right? Why didn't you force the vote? Hello?
In your caucus to actually get them? Did you have a strategy? No. They had no strategy. What did you actually, when you say push, how did you push? Well, we didn't actually push. So you didn't actually do anything? No. Would that be accurate, Ron, what I just said, you think?
Oh, hype man.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, they didn't use the.
How many seconds is this guy gonna get? You want to count? Let's put it on 1x speed. Let's count. Hype man Ron in there. Yes, sir.
Said you think?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, they didn't use the leverage they had when it came to this relief bill, and just like they didn't use their leverage for force the vote.
Or the first CARES Act. Okay.
Right?
Yeah,
All right.
I mean, it's tough because the
Encore.
bills that are out there that are good bills, like, I think of like Ro Khanna's Yemen bill, or the bill that that goes into digital rights, which I think actually Ro Khanna also authored. I mean, there's some good bills that are out there that I would like to see
good bills,
become
folks.
law, and pretty much all of them the squad is behind.
Jimmy's
but-
like, why is he still talking? I don't pay him to talk for this long. You see Jimmy, look at his body language. Why is Jimmy moving? Folks, Jimmy's moving. Can you believe it? This is so theatrical. Why doesn't Jimmy just tell Ron to shut up? Why does he... Oh, he's moving. Oh, I'm Jimmy Dore. I'm exploring the universe. Oh...
become law, and pretty
Look at
much
that, he's
all of
moving
them,
all over the
squad
fucking
is
place.
behind, but are
Look
they
at that,
gonna
he's
push
looking
for
off
these things?
screen,
Are
'cause
they
someone
ever going
get
to
him
get
to
to the
shut
floor?
up.
Are they ever
Why
going
is
to
he
get
still
voted on?
talking? Look at
There's
that.
not a lot of reasons to be too optimistic about that.
Look at that.
Okay, back to this.
Okay, back to this. So he's like looking backstage. Yo, wife. Because that's probably what he calls her. Yo, wife. Yo, tell him to shut up, man. Tell him to shut up. Like, I only brought him on for a 5-second yes, sir, and now he's taking 30 seconds. What? Come on. Trying to shit on AOC. Yo, wife, where you at? Tell him to... And then he does.
Reasons to be too optimistic about that.
Okay, next.
Okay, back to this.
We wanted this package to go further. So how did we want this package to go further? First of all, we wanted stimulus checks to be $2,000. I believe, the argument for it being 400, or rather 1,400, is we gave 600 in
Don't say 400. Don't give him any ideas. That's what it's... okay. Here we go.
December. We have $1,400 now, and both of those things add up to $2,000.
Is she also doing sign language while she talks about the bill? Because that's what it seems like.
I don't like it. I don't buy it. I know a lot of you all don't buy it because when we say $2,000, people thought we meant $2,000.
So that is sign language. So when you say, what she says, I know a lot of you don't buy it. What do you mean buy it? So you're going to vote for it anyway, though. You actually are going to vote for it, even though you don't buy it. You're going to vote for it, right? You're not going to actually not vote for it. You're not going to withhold your vote to make them put it back in, are you? Bring it back up to the 2,000 that, the thing that they actually said? No, again, nothing.
Again, okay. AOC is actually laying out the problems with the Democratic Party. And again, does the progressive bloc have the potential to block a bill? Yes, they do. But the argument here at this point is, do they have enough media infrastructure to survive the onslaught that they will receive in the media and amongst their fellow colleagues? Do they have that power and support and backup? I don't think that they do, and I think that is their calculus. Would it have been awesome if the alternate universe existed where AOC and the squad had infinite power and they could have gotten us $2,000 checks and they just we're in the middle of a fucking House session on C-SPAN and then AOC levels up to Super Saiyan and she goes like, oh, and then she's like, I'm gonna force the vote, and then we all get $2,000. Wouldn't that have been awesome? That would have been fucking cool as hell. But that didn't happen. And AOC isn't going to gaslight us and tell us, oh yeah, everything's great, the bill's amazing. She's actually laying out all the problems with the bill. She's actually doing exactly what Jimmy Dore would say. If AOC didn't make this video, Jimmy Dore would make a video exactly like this. So she's making the Jimmy Dore video for him, and that's not good enough for Jimmy Dore. It's like bizarre, dude.
They didn't think, when we said $2,000, come on. We know that people didn't think, 14 plus the 600. 2,000, 2K is 2K.
But you're not getting it, and I'm voting for it. And I'm not going to do anything to get it for you. Whatever they said, that's how it goes. Thanks for your vote. And thanks for following me on Twitter.
What?
We don't have a magic wand. The fact is that...
They don't have a magic wand, Ron. They don't have a magic wand that could actually give us what they promised us. But we do have a magic wand that gives $1 trillion a day to the banks. We do have that magic wand. Isn't that amazing? We don't have that magic wand to get...
So, again, comparing AOC as one out of 535 Congress people to the entire institution of the fucking goddamn capitalist world that we live in. Why isn't AOC as powerful as the fucking IMF? What the hell, AOC? I know you're one out of 535 members of fucking Congress, but you're not as powerful as the fucking IMF? What the fuck, bitch? What are you lying to us, bitch? Like, that's what fucking Jimmy Dore is saying. She is not as powerful as the entire fucking global capitalist infrastructure by herself. How dare she? How dare she not have as much power as global capitalism?
Get you health care, or a living wage, or a UBI, or even the $2,000.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to say you don't have a magic wand, okay, I'll give you that. You don't have a magic wand. All the more reason, when you got some leverage, you got to use it.
That's right. Oh, you don't have a wand, but do you have leverage? Yes, we do have a magic leverage.
This is the problem. If 1 out of 535 members of Congress had all this power, the world that we live in would be a hell of a lot worse. Because look at Marjorie Taylor Greene. She thinks that trans people should be banned, not just from sports, but from even being allowed to live. She thinks that trans people should not be allowed to have medication, access to medication. She thinks that transitioning should be banned. So if 1 out of 535 members of Congress had infinite power, then how come we don't live in that society where trans people are banned? How come we don't live in that society where people aren't allowed to transition? If 1 out of 535 members of Congress has all this infinite wisdom and power, then the world that we live in would be a hell of a lot worse. We'd have a fucking iron dome around the USA. We'd not have any immigration whatsoever. We would have killed all the fucking non-white people in this country a long time ago if 1 out of 535 members of Congress had infinite power, right? But of course this doesn't apply to the opposite end of the spectrum. It's only to AOC. She's the only one that has the infinite cheat code under her belt or something. Because how else do I convince my fans and followers to hate her? I don't know. So I'll pretend that she's got a cheat code.
Are you going to use it? No, that would be rude.
We don't have a magic wand. And so when you have a bunch of people in the party who want 2,000 and then a bunch of people in the party who want
I like how she compares what you're supposed to do, actually having a voting strategy with the other progressives. That's considered having a magic wand?
No.
No one expects you to have a magic wand. What we expect you to do is what you campaigned on.
Again, she didn't campaign on fucking, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to type in the cheat code and I'm going to give everyone like Medicare for all. She didn't go in there and said, yep, I'm going to fucking, open the console and enter like fucking give all $2,000 or like she didn't do that. She didn't campaign on saying I'm going to go in there and do things I'm not legally or capable of doing. No, she went in there saying that she would fight for these policies, of which she is still doing. She is still fucking doing that. And she's making her job and y'all's job easier by telling you who the fucking enemies are. She's going out there and saying, yes, these members of Congress wanted 14 and not 2,000, and that's the problem. We have to fucking organize. We have to primary them. She's out there supporting primary opponents against these members of Congress. She's out there raising money to support the primaries against these members of Congress. But in Jimmy Dore's world, no, you didn't force the vote when I told you to. Therefore, I win.
Using your leverage to get things. That's how politics works. Nobody's expecting you. So she's making up a straw man. There's a lot of people who want us to have a magic wand. No, we want you to do what's actually possible. Not have a magic.
Again, Jimmy Dore is trying to convince his followers of a world that doesn't exist. There is no world where AOC can hashtag force the vote and win a media blitz against her. Like, would she be able to give a good fight? Sure. But is this the best time to have that fight? When you've got a Senate right now that needs 60 votes to pass anything? We haven't gotten rid of the filibuster yet. So imagine AOC goes through this giant war and then, Mitch McConnell and the Republicans in the Senate are like, filibuster. Sorry. But it should have been in the reconciliation bill. Then, all right, Joe Manchin would be like, I'm not, you need my vote. I'm not going to vote for it. So you got to get something that Joe Manchin's going to vote for. And is that the world that I wish we lived in? No, right? I don't like that world. This world sucks dick. But this is the world that we live in. I'm not going to tell y'all that there's a fantasy world that exists in an in a parallel universe. There's a fantasy world that exists where you can hashtag force the vote and then everyone gets free medical care forever. That's not the world that we live in. If you want to go hop into that parallel universe, take me with you for the love of God, but that's not the fucking world that we live in, bitch.
Magic wand. So again, this is just lying, and that's what all the hand gestures is about. She's very theatrical in this one. It doesn't stop, and she's gaslighting and she knows it. Gaslighting, another form of lying.
1,400 and the president sides with 1,400, we're going to get the 1,400. But that doesn't mean that we stopped fighting and took that line down, because even
as she said that, she did to that. I don't want to be too Joy-Ann Reid on you. I don't want to bring in a body language expert, but even everybody saw that one. As she says it, she touches her nose. That's the Pinocchio. That's the. Here, I'll back it up.
But that doesn't mean that we stopped fighting and took that line down.
Whoa, body language expert, huh? Whoa. If I just say something, it must be real. So Jimmy Dore, look at this. Jimmy Dore, I guarantee you, when I unpause this video, Jimmy Dore, you see how his mouth is barely open? It's going to open, it's going to close, right? And that signifies that he's possessed by the devil. Check this out. Look, it closed and opened again. He's possessed by the devil, folks. I called it. He just did a normal human function. Therefore, whatever I said previously is real now. He's been possessed. His mother or our mother sucks cocks in hell now.
So translation, we stopped fighting, meaning we never even started. When did you start fighting? It doesn't mean we stopped. When did you start? Show me the evidence of your fighting.
Again, the evidence is, did she hashtag force the vote? Well, no. Therefore, I win! She didn't do this obscure, unfucking likely, and like not even real political strategy. That means I win. Well, guess what, folks? If Jimmy Dore's next word out of his mouth isn't, I believe that we need to seize the means of production, then I guess he's not a real communist. So check this out.
Guess none of it exists.
Oh, sorry. He didn't say he wanted to seize the means of production. Therefore, he's not a real communist. At this moment in the Jimmy Dore show, he had so much leverage. He had so much power and leverage at this moment in the Jimmy Dore show, and he didn't utilize it. Look at how many views this video has. 100,000. He didn't utilize his historic leverage to say that we need to seize the means of production. He's not a real communist. He's not a real socialist. Sorry, I don't make the rules. I'm following Jimmy's rules.
Because even though they brought it and they said 1,400, what we pushed back with was, okay, if you're going to do that, then we need to include dependents.
Well, if they're going to do that, why don't you just say no? If you're going to push back and say no.
So AOC is out there basically explaining how, oh yeah, we made it so that more people get access to the stimulus check. So, for example, if you live in a family, and let's say in 2019 you were 17 and now you're 19 years old, now you're eligible for a stimulus check that you wouldn't have been eligible beforehand. Now, if that's the calculus, 1,400 for an extra person is a hell of a lot more than 600 for just the parents. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. But Jimmy Dore doesn't know that. Jimmy Dore probably can't even qualify for the COVID check because he makes so much fucking money on YouTube. This guy is literally getting rich off of your stupid fuck ass when you watch his video. He's making money off of your stupid fuck ass, and you're falling for it.
What was your leverage to make them include dependents? What was your leverage? What made them decide to include dependents? What? Just that you said it? That's not how politics works. Let's get back to the tell. Let's go back to the tell.
That doesn't mean that we stopped fighting and took that line down, because even though they brought it and they said 1,400, what we pushed back with was, okay, if you're going to do that, then we need to include dependents, and we need to include adult dependents.
What, Ron, does she tell us what leverage she used to get that in
Yo, yes, guy, come in here. I can't make this point by myself. Can you please get on screen and say yes for me, and then we'll be done with you?
No, right? No. She just said we pushed back. Why not just push back and say...
Oh, wait, no, he's not even getting the chance. He's just using the hype man as an ethereal hype man. Yo, hype man, yo! I'm not actually going to let you speak, but... Hey, do you agree with me?
No, the full 2,000,
right?
dummy.
Hype man, whoa.
Why stop? Why settle for less? I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, if they started listening to demands, allegedly, why not shoot for the stars and just demand all of them? Demand a UBI, demand, a retroactive UBI to start at the beginning of last year.
Yes.
I love how they do this. Oh, we're not asking her to do everything in the world, but they should just do everything in the world.
Excuse me, in March of last year. Why not shoot for the stars and see where you land? Because things are desperate.
Here's what David's friend of the show, David Sirota, says. And by the way, over at the Daily Poster, which is the news organization he started with like Walker Bragman, a couple other people I don't think I know. Dude, fantastic work over there. They were the ones, I think they broke the story on Cuomo, screwing over all the old people and then killing them. I'm pretty sure that they were the ones. So tip of the hat to David Sirota and the people over at Daily Poster. It would be hard for 6 to 10 House Democrats to stand up and say they aren't voting for any COVID relief bill without minimum wage. But that's what real heroism is. The hard is what creates greatness. They have a rare opportunity to make real change right now. They have the power. And they chose, without explaining why, to not.
I love this. So you take David Sirota saying something out of context and then just wrap it into your fantasy narrative. Like, I could, if I had that tweet from David Sirota and I was like, all right, I'm going to use David Sirota's, like, you know, credibility to agree with me, right? And, like, you could turn that into anything. Like, this tweet is vague, and that's a tweet that has wider context to it. The guy tweets all the fucking time, which isn't a bad thing. The guy tweets all the fucking time, right? So that tweet has broader context that Jimmy's just going to ignore and just say, like, yo, you got one tweet, I'll bring it in here.
Use their
fantasy
power.
World, bro.
And that was her lying, because that's gaslighting, pretending, well, we didn't stop fighting. We didn't stop fighting. We didn't stop fighting. So they didn't. They did stop fighting. They didn't fight at all. And as David Sirota's tweet reveals, they have the power. They chose not to use it.
Right, the tweet reveals. The fucking, as David Sirota's tweet reveals. Why can't you show us the constitutional code that reveals that? Why can't you show us, like, anything? No, it's just, I got this tweet from David Sirota. Just took it out of context and, hey, supports my whole argument, bro.
And they won't tell you why. And whoever gets to interview them should ask them, why won't you use it? Why won't you use your power? I'm sure David Sirota could snag an interview with somebody in the squad. It would be nice, David. I implore you lovingly to ask a question like that. Why won't you use your leverage ever at any point ever? That would be nice. I don't have access to them anymore. They're already stars. They already got their careers. But he has access. I would appreciate if he did that. Maybe Ilhan Omar, you could ask her about this tweet. Maybe you could ask her, yes, we can. With a slim Democratic majority in the next Congress, anything can be possible. It will literally take 5 courageous progressive members to get concessions on progressive policies. And we don't have any.
Again, he literally mocked the fact that they did get concessions. He literally said, oh, you got $1,400 for dependents? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Ilhan literally said what happened. Yeah, we can be able to get concessions in major progressive legislation. That's awesome. Let's go. That's what they did. Jimmy Dore, you didn't get enough. You didn't get enough of the concessions. It's like, what?
The only person to vote against the COVID relief bill was a conservative Democrat. So they don't have any courageous progressives. None. And they won't tell you why they won't do this. This is them. I didn't come up with this idea. They did. I didn't come up with the idea of them getting a floor vote on Medicare for all. They came up with it. Oh my God. They won't tell you why they won't do it.
Meanwhile, they're doing a floor vote like right now. Like Pramila Jayapal is going through the floor vote right now. And Jimmy Dore made fun of her on Twitter. I might cover that tomorrow. I don't want to overdose on this dumb fuck.
Do it. And that makes me a bad person to bring that up. Right, Ron? That makes me a bad person, I think. You
are a bad person, Jimmy.
Thank you. Here's David Sirota again, nailing it again. Again, everybody should check out the Daily Poster. The thing is, he says, if 6 to 10 House Democrats draw a line in the sand and say they aren't voting for a COVID relief bill without a minimum wage hike in it, they become instant megastars. They get to be heroes on a wildly popular issue and save the...
Now, I just want to say, I disagree with this tweet from David Sirota. This is also fantastical thinking. The idea that, like, look at Mike fucking Bloomberg. The guy's a billionaire, and he did everything in his power to destroy Bernie's campaign and succeeded. Right? So, like, look at these. You don't think all of these motherfuckers, including the President of the United States, you don't think they would all turn on AOC on a dime? Come on, man. Like, that's fantastical thinking.
Democratic Party from itself. Truly an epic opportunity. And he's correct about that. David Sirota is nailing this. And I really hope that he would just show this tweet the next time he gets a chance to interview somebody, one of the progressives in Congress, which he will get that chance. I won't. Because they know I'm going to ask him this question. So they don't expect David to ask it. So that's why I'm saying sneak it in. Sneak it in.
Sneak it in.
Because here's the lie of all lies.
Whoa! Did you just see what Jimmy Dore did with his arm? Check this out.
Get in.
Check this out.
Because here's the lie of all lies.
Look at that. He extended his arm. Do you know what that means? You know what that means, right? When he extends his arm. You know what that means, right? That means he's a liar and he's gaslighting you. Why else would he do this? Why else would he move his arm in this direction? Is he stretching? Is he trying to get in some workout? Why would he do this? It's a tell. That's what it is.
In contrast, this is her talking to Justin Jackson from the I want to say Falcons. It's not
LA
the Chargers. From the LA
Not in San
Chargers.
Diego anymore.
I don't watch the sport, and I do watch Justin Jackson though. In contrast, she says to Justin Jackson, who was saying, if you don't push for force to vote Medicare for all, like Jimmy Dore said, you all are fraudulent, right? Basically what he told her. And she says, no. In contrast, you can use leverage to push for things that can happen and change lives. She's saying Medicare for all cannot happen. Even though she campaigned on getting a vote for it on the House floor, she's saying can happen. And she's saying that the $15 minimum wage can happen. And $15 minimum wage vote in the first 100 days is doable. Elevating longtime progressive champions to important positions of leadership, also doable. That's the opportunity.
And guess what? Bernie Sanders did that in the Senate, and it got 42 votes. Do I wish a good 50 got 50? Hell fucking yeah, I wish it got 50. Do I wish that the Jimmy Dore would spend his... Hey, Bernie did exactly what he wants. Jimmy wants. Why isn't Jimmy doing show after show talking about the 8 Senate Democrats who voted against the $15 minimum wage? In fact, I'm going to check his channel. Maybe he made those videos. Let's take a look. So this vote happened a couple weeks ago. Okay. I'm looking for the video where he's going after Chris Coons. He's going after Tester. He's going after Manchin. I'm looking for these videos. If I scroll past it, let me know. He hasn't made those videos. Huh. There's a lot of Jimmy Dore is correct. There's a lot of Jimmy Dore is super smart. Where's the video where he's going after Tester and Manchin and Cinema? Huh. Can't find the video. That's weird.
Opportunity cost away. So they didn't force a vote on Medicare for all, because if they did that, they would have lost their important leadership positions, and they wouldn't have got the $15 minimum wage vote. They didn't get leadership positions. They got kicked off their committees, and there's no $15 minimum wage in the bill. You got nothing for nothing. You got nothing for not forcing a vote. You got nothing for it. And then you wouldn't force...
So you forced the vote and you got nothing. That proves that if you force the vote, you get something? They literally forced the vote on the $15 minimum wage. They forced the vote. That's what they did. That's literally what happened. But they got nothing. Well, if you would have forced the vote at the solar eclipse, and when the Saturn and Venus met up and lined up at the equinox, and if you were to sing a tribal chant at the equator on the 4th of Sunday, 15th, 79, then you would have gotten it. They didn't force the vote in the right way, folks. They just fucked up.
To vote on $15 minimum wage, and you didn't make a sting. You thanked them for kicking you off your committees. Katie Porter thanked them.
They fucked up.
So this is all garbage. And again, this is probably the only show that's going to call them out. So you're welcome. David Sirota gives you the broad stroke, and then we're going to give you this. We're going to nail it in. There's more to this. These things are doable, but guess what? Not done. Isn't that weird? They're doable, but not done. Weird.
This guy's whole show is Twitter posts.
So here's a little more.
It's the whole
So what
show.
happened was that the House included a $15 minimum wage, and the Senate has a parliamentarian that ruled on something known as the Byrd Rule, and the parliamentarian said...
The more hand use, the more bullshit is being slung. That's my theory. What do you think, Ron?
Jimmy, I wish you would stop complaining, because I am happy that the Macarena is finally back. I'm enjoying it. Can we just try to focus on the positive?
Oh, hey, that's the video. The part where I tell you wow, that's a great video. So, okay, again, you gotta force the vote at dawn. You gotta walk in the black robe and the black shield, and you gotta force the vote. This is what you gotta do. You gotta do this, but forcing the vote?
Early in the morning, they went to the table with the black robe, the black shield, and they pulled out the votes.
So that's what you gotta do. You gotta have people in the background, like, singing. They gotta go, like, they gotta be chanting. You gotta have, like, you know... You gotta, like, fucking have the windows open, you know, make sure the sunlight hits the room at a specific angle. You gotta bring out the great talisman of Jimmy Dore. I decree that we force the vote. And then you slam it down on the table at exactly 3:07 a.m. And then, boom, everyone gets $15 an hour instantly. It's not like, oh, they forced the vote and they failed. No, which that's what happened. In the real world, they forced the vote and then they failed. No. They didn't force the vote the right way. They fucked up. They had to do it. They forgot. They got to bring it around town. And then you do this, and then that, and then this, and then that, and then that. They forgot. They forgot to bring it around town. They forgot about the technique. How are they going to force the vote and not do the technique? What about the pelvic woo? Come on, man. How can you fucking forget to bring it around motherfucking town? It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Jimmy Dore, of course, the truth teller in chief, telling it how it is. This is the leader of the progressive movement, folks. This is the leader. Oh my God. Last time, what is this? The site can't be reached. That is not a link that functions. Help. Oh, I have to add the fucking colon.
So let's just get right to it. We all know 725.
Oh, we did make this video. How did I miss it? Interesting. Okay, so I'm looking through the video. Check this out. All right. So he's attacking Pramila Jayapal, Jamal Bowman. Okay. Cinema. All right. That's good. Okay, is it just cinema? Interesting. Okay. Okay, so the whole video is about cinema. Alright, that's fine. What are you gonna do? That's fair. That's fair. I'll take it. I'll take it. What the hell are you people talking about in the chat room, by the way? Mike, you gotta stop asking people for their fucking Twitters, man. It's like a little creepy. Like, I'm just saying, it's a little creepy, bro. Why are you getting into fights with people based on how long they've been in the chat? Like, what the fuck? Hello? What is this chat? What is happening? What's going on? I'll be honest. I love and subscribed for the Jimmy Dore takedown shit. Well, that's why I keep doing them. Anyway, folks, my show's about over. Andrea, I'm catching up. I just want to say how much I appreciate you doing this. Your takes are the most logical and also the most rational and exactly where I am on the whole FTV thing. Thank you, thank you. I am, of course, the queen of rationality, the princess of logic, and, of course, I've got the talisman and I can force the vote and do whatever I want with it. And instead, I'm on my stream. Is Andrea a socialist? I identify as an anarchist because I think anarchism is cool. But I would also identify as a socialist, a communist, any word that gets me closer to having that future. I'm not a huge label person. I just, whatever. The logic queen at 17, I wish. Mike Silver, you don't have to fucking be a cop, bud. That's like very cop-like behavior and unnecessary. Just saying. Like, I'm not, yelling at you, but it's unnecessary. What is the pelvic woo? Oh my God. What are you, boomers? Are y'all boomers in this chat room?
Don't forget the woo!
How do you not know about the technique, bitch? This motherfucker came into my chat room. Never heard of SpongeBob? What? Like, what the hell? Come on, man. How do you not know about the pelvic woo? And then you bring it around town. Come on. You're all invited to join us at the top of the hour on the fucking top of the hour. Bob, what the fuck? I gotta start doing a post-fucking Majority Report stream. I'm not a Zoomer either, motherfucker. I am a millennial. This fucking show came out in 1999. I never watched SpongeBob. Well, fuck you, okay? Fuck you. You're not a real progressive if you don't watch fucking SpongeBob, you ass clowns. Fuck. I think there's only like 3 or 4 Zoomers in this whole chat room. You don't have cable? Well, the fuck? I don't have cable either, and I still watch SpongeBob. It's on the internet, man. I haven't had cable in fucking decades. Yeah, 1990. If you're born in 1999, yes. Media that was around in 1999 is not fucking Gen Z. That's like someone saying I was born at like December 31st, 1999. I'm a 90s kid. That's like that kind of person. Yeah, I was born in December 31st, 99. I'm a 90s kid, bro. Like, no! Like, you were fucking 1 second years old. Zoomers are not 92 to 2012. That is fake news. It's 97, motherfucker. Fucking ex-Zoomers. Ex-Zoomers. I can't with that shit. Don't age shame. If you've never seen SpongeBob and the Pelvic Woo, I'm sorry, but you're gonna get age shamed. The cutoff is 96, therefore it starts in 97. I was born... You were born in 2004? Alright, folks. Alright, folks, I need to end the stream now. Holy fuck. Can't do it. I can't do it. This motherfucker... How old... Are you even 18? What the fuck? You gotta get out of here. You gotta get the fuck out of here. No, no, no. No, you gotta get out. Get out. Damn right I'm a millennial. Woo! I watched the SpongeBob stoned as a teenager and it made me feel insane. I had a panic attack. That's awesome. That's awesome. SpongeBob is honestly an amazing high show. Absolutely. Is this an 18 plus show? I mean, it should be. I don't know. Bodan, just for you, even though it's a bizarre request, I'll do it just for you. Just for you. Only for Bodan. I would never do this for anyone else.
The reason the market is doing what it's doing is people are sitting at home getting the checks from the government, okay? And this fair share is a bullshit concept. It's just a way of attacking wealthy people, and, you know, I think it's inappropriate. We all got to work together and pull together.
I love that guy. JL, $20. Thanks for being you. Thank you, thank you. Bodan is the main character. That's true. That's correct. Whenever you need to show that his squad criticisms aren't reasonable, just show that you're trying to convince 2 videos. Jen Perlman's How Jimmy Dore Helped Debbie Wasserman Schultz, and Michael Brooks' video, Jimmy Dore Really, Really Bad Brazil. Yeah, those are... I know what you're talking about. I see your high SpongeBob and raise you Hedgehog the Frog. I've never heard of that. This motherfucker's saying mum. Are you from the fucking... Are you from the Uck, bro? What are you saying, mum, in my chat room like it's normal? We say mom up in this bitch. No mums here. There's no fucking mums here. This is fucking America. Get your yous out of your humor and get your mums out of my fucking face, you goddamn motherfucker. Gah. I was born in 1980. You all are young enough to be my children. I love you all. Thank you, Jenny Marish, for the contribution to the chat. Anyway, I'd like to say thank you all for watching. I might be back later with some video game stuff. Now, again, I know you people are fucking freak shows. I know you people are dumb as hell. Y'all have a low IQ. Let's be real. Let's be real. If you don't watch my video game streams, you got a low IQ. And I'm not saying it. The president, the former president of the United States is saying it.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
Like, again, this is a serious problem. Okay, you like this stream? You like this stream? Look at me. Wow. You like this stream? Well, why don't you like it if there's moving pixels? You like looking at Nancy Pelosi's face for an hour? You love that? That's awesome. That's great. I love Nancy Pelosi. That's you. But when there's a moving, when the screen is moving, all of a sudden, can't do it. Can't do it. Hey, the screen's got to be still. You can dance around like a fucking clown. That's fine. But as long as 2/3 of the screen is without motion, I'm good. That's y'all motherfuckers. That's not me. That's y'all. Y'all are the ones who don't watch the fucking video game stream. That's not me. I watch every single stream because I'm the one doing them. So I'm watching them all. I got behind the scenes. Look at me. I'm looking. Look. I'm looking behind the scenes. Look, I got a hat. I'm going to put the hat on. Check this out. Boom. See? Look at that. You see what I'm saying here? You think this is a fucking joke? You think it's a goddamn fucking joke? What the hell does that mean, Jenna? Why do you hate me? What did I do wrong? Gah! You've made Max upset. I just want to say, everyone, y'all have made Max upset. Max, come here. He's scratching. Look at him. My fucking shit's about to fall over. Oh, God. Oh my God, Mike, chill the fuck out. I stream every single day, and this motherfucker has been in my stream for like at least a month. Like, chill the fuck out, bro. Mike, oh my God. This motherfucker's been here for over a month, I can guarantee you. Just because you don't watch I'm here all the time. I'm always here at these streams, unless I go to the bathroom. Come on, man. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you later. And if you want to see me act like a bizarre human, feel free to follow me on Twitter. Feel free to join my Discord. Feel free to give me money on PayPal, Cash App, or Patreon. Or if you're under the age of 18, feel free to ask your mum or your dad. Your mummy! Ask your mummy for the credit card! Oi! I'm going to ask me mum for the credit card! Oi! Oi! That's what you should do, and you should do it now. Jenna Nix, when Vouch plays games, I drop out. I don't give a shit. When Hassan plays games, I drop out. What about me, motherfucker? You saying I'm Vouch? You saying I'm Hassan? I'm not any of these motherfuckers. I am a small, desperate, trans streamer, and I am being censored. To be quite honest, this is censorship. This is motherfucking censorship. I'm being censored right now in the battlefield of ideas. And to be quite honest, it's not good. It's not good.
And then they have cans of soup. Soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick. It's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup for my family. They're so innocent. This is soup for my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup for my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people.
And he's like this, and we will, I need water, help me, I need water, help.
In person, in my office, in Philadelphia.
They're coming all over the place.
But I think the juxtaposition of that and the woman dancing in the shoe, be allowed? She's got a wet pussy. What are you going to do about it? See, and the bucket, leaking pussy, the leaking pussy with the leaking pussy and with the leaking pussy. But the woman with the leaking pussy and the bucket and the mop and so fine. But the strange way we deal with cancel culture, the strange way that the mainstream version of pussy, what are you going to do about it? She's got a wet pussy. 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 Leaking pussy and the woman with the leaking pussy.
And I have a simple proposition here. I'm here to ask you for your help. Where I come from, you don't get far unless you ask. My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you'd like to see help out, if not both the other by, give me a look though.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
Watch Hillary examine the terrain. Watch a campaign with the man Tim Kaine. Tim Kaine in the membrane. Tim Kaine in the brain.
Well, you have to understand, the first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter, they were chanting pigs in a blanket, talking about police. Pigs, talking about our police. Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon.
Good news is, for me, I'm here. The bad news for you is, I'm coming back.
That the most potent force in the Republican Party is President Trump. We need Trump plus.
They had a very bad original concept. It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of cover-ups. It's very simple. Bad deal, should have never been thought of. Somebody really messed up, and they had the worst cover-up ever. And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint, when they thought about it.
Sam, if I could just get this sentence out. We can talk about Jimmy Dore could go and kill 15 kids tomorrow, and I still believe in force the vote.
Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Can you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know. Did you use the word smart? So you said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. You didn't go to Delaware State. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word.
Oh, give me a break.
Because you know what? There's nothing smart about you, Jeff. You have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people in law and order. We don't want anybody hurt. It's a very tough period of time, There's never been a time like this where such a thing happened.